I'm making a game about paper airplanes. There is a problem though. The game involves planes shooting each other with weapons, but this plane doesn't have any weapon, so let's make some. I'm going to create 2 weapons for my plane, the gun and missiles that can be launched. Then we are going to use them to shoot down red planes. But first, the gun that I want to make for my paper airplane is going to be similar to the ones we find in other air combat games. We need a projectile that will be shooting from the gun, but we can start with a cube. We want our cube to be shot from the front of the plane. This is what I came up with. Oh wait, the cubes are too big. Okay, it should be fixed. Oops, I think they are even bigger now. But that is good news, because we can use them to destroy the map completely. Space! Why are you wasting time with this? You should make something useful for the game, not big red cubes that destroy everything. Yes, big red cubes are amazing. Oh no, the map is gone now. Hehe. A big red cube is not the best projectile though, so let's make an actual projectile. Luckily for me, I already made one for my previous video on a game about ducks with rocket launchers. Oh, you didn't see the video? Please don't watch it, it's bad. But the projectile is not bad, and it is going to be very useful. I made the paper airplane shoot them in the game, but they are always going in a straight line, which is boring, so I introduced a bit of bullet spread to make it more fun. There is one thing that is still missing though. No, we don't need ducks in the game. Oh, I get it. You are still upset about that game, right? And why do you have Stevie? Anyway, we are missing the gun sound effect in the game, and our gun projectiles don't look too good, so we'll need to fix them. But first, let's add the sound. This electric toothbrush will help. Look at this. It might not sound like a machine gun now, but it will. I am just going to pretend to do something in Audacity, and here it is. Okay, I don't like it too much, so I modified an actual machine gun sound, and I got this. Well, it's not too bad, but do you know what's bad? Exactly, the projectiles. They look like Pac-Man's lunch, so let's fix them. I made a model for the new projectile and I tested it. It's already better, but the color is kinda sad. My plan is to put a shiny outline to it. I tried to do that and I accidentally broke the game. Again, but let's not focus on this. On my second attempt, I got a much better result, but definitely too bright. Luckily I found this huge slider in my garden and I used it to reduce the brightness. Now it's a bit better, so the plane gun is done. It's time to make the missiles. In air combat games, missiles are powerful weapons that can be shot from a plane. Unlike the plane gun, they will track and head towards a target. That makes them much more powerful in combat, but also more difficult for me to create. But let's not think about it now. I made a model of the missile, making sure it is very pointy because, well, I don't really have a reason for it. And then I placed it on the plane. Hey, I think I put them in the wrong place, but it should be easy to fix. Now I fixed it, and the placement looks good. So let's shoot them. Using a similar shooting approach to the one we used for the gun doesn't work well though. Look how many of them we are firing. There are definitely too many. We need to reduce the amount of missiles we can shoot, and we need to make them move more like missiles, so no more gravity for them. They are not too bad now, but they still just look like rocks thrown at high speed. To make them more realistic, we need a thruster. I am going to make one. Oh, I don't thrust you to make the thruster. Did you get the joke, Space? I don't thrust you. We can make a thruster directly in Unreal. It has its own particle system called Niagara. But let's see how it looks on the missiles. Oh, that's what I was looking for. I'm making some sound effects again. And now it also sounds like a missile. The only thing missing now is a smoke trail. I tried to make it myself with a cigar, but then I remembered that I don't know how to smoke a cigar. So I used the Unreal Engine particle system again. This is the final result. We can now use them to destroy some stuff. Which brings us to actually start using the weapons against something. Projectiles and missiles need to create an impact into the environment, otherwise they are quite useless. I want a big explosion from the missile, but currently we don't have it. We have an enemy plane, which of course is red. We created it in the previous video, and our weapons don't do any damage to it, which is sad if you ask me, because I really want to destroy the red plane. To make things worse, missiles go through houses, and so does the plane. But that is not important now. Your game is terrible, Space. Hey, that's not true. Oh, it is true. I am going to have to use this again. Nice try, Space. Anyway, I did a bunch of boring code, and now we can do this. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Destruction. The plane still goes through the houses, but what can I do? Fix it? Nah, I'm too busy enjoying the explosions. And most importantly, now we can shoot down red planes, because, well, fuck red planes. And we can shoot them down with missiles as well, of course, even if I struggle to hit them a bit. Okay, I'm not that good with these missiles. Finally. Another feature I wanted to add to my game is squares. Yeah, it might sound weird, but look at this. Air combat games track the enemies with squares that indicate their positions. I want to do the same, so I created a square all by myself, and made it way too big, of course. After I fixed the size of the square, we can use it to track the red plane, and as a target for the missiles. Currently the missiles are very dumb, and will just go straight, so I tried to make them follow the red plane. I also wanted to see the trajectory of the missile, so I made it draw boxes along the way to its target. Here is the first attempt, which is hard to describe. It looks like the missile went totally crazy. Let's see the trajectories. What the fuck? Okay, this is the second attempt. It's much cleaner than the first one, mostly because it's very hard to do worse than that, but let's go see the trajectory of the missiles. Not bad. It seems like we have a working guided missile now. Space, why do you have my TV? I didn't bring it here. The duck stole it from you. Space? This is definitely a crime. Can you describe the duck that took the TV? What? No, Space took it. The duck is just an excuse. Oh, I think you're right. You are very smart, Steve. And he's gone. Here is the previous episode. If you like the video, subscribe to not miss future uploads. Space, give me back my TV. You can take it. I'm sorry, Steve. I needed it to show the previous episode. Oh, you could have said that before. Hehe.